What's up, guys? So today we're going to be back at Rolling Hills. Um, Today we're going to be playing the long tees. I won my last AM3 tournament, and I believe that rating is going to put me above where I can play in AM3 anymore, which means moving up to AM2. We're going to be playing from the long tees, and well, this course is pretty brutal when it comes to long tee placement. So we're gonna get a round in here, and I got a couple new discs from that win last weekend that we want to try out, and we're gonna see how that goes. So, all right. So starting off hole one from the longs, 313 feet. Slightly off to the right. You probably can't see it from the camera up there, but I think the most reliable thing is just going to be to throw this fission wave, give it a little bit of anhyzer, and let it kind of float over there. Oh yeah, that's money. All right, off to a good start. That should be under the basket. It looks like it's under the basket. So let's get this round started. All right, not quite under the basket, but pretty easy for the tap in, or what I would consider a tap in, anyways. All right, so can't complain about a birdie on the first long tee here. So we'll move on hole two. All right, hole two, 367 feet. This course does not have long tees for every hole, so I want to say there's 8 or 9 maybe, but what they lack of, or what they don't have in amount, they do make up for in difficulty. This course is very difficult from the longs usually, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Usually, I'm just gonna be throwing my fission wave here. It's like my lean on disc for everything. But I did pick up a scorch from my winnings this past weekend, so I do want to see how that flies, as well as this Zeus. Um, Traditionally, I've not been able to throw the Zeus because I don't have the arm speed for it, but we're gonna give it a try anyways, because why not? So first up, the wave, little hyzer, rip it out there, and it flipped. Okay, it still kicked out. That's kind of why I've been wanting to try something new. Those fissions, being a little bit lighter weight, seem like, well, they are more prone to flipping over, especially in even a light headwind. So I do want to give this scorch a shot to maybe be my main driver. Okay, definitely more overstable. Probably should have aimed it a little bit further to the right. I'm used to that flip up and turn a little bit. So Zeus. Okay, I tried to rip that one over on anhyzer as much as I could. I do not like throwing anhyzer. It hurts me inside and out. But I figured that was going to be the only way that I was going to be able to actually get a full flight out of it. So we'll get down there, see where we're at. All right, so this is where that wave ended up. Not too bad. Hard to complain when you're not in the rough. So we'll get some course maintenance and give this a toss up there. Okay, a lot further than I expected. So, not bad. This hole is pretty threeable. It's relatively rare to see anybody taking a 2 on this one. We got our Scorch there and the Zeus that ended up way up there, so that was pretty nice. All right, not the greatest upshot, but a pretty easy tap in nonetheless. So first 2 holes, 1 down. Not a bad start. You can easily take bogey, double bogey on that first hole if you kick off to the side or not, but here we go. All right, hole 3, 286 feet, same as last time. We are going to figure out once and for all if I should be throwing the Rhythm here or if I should be throwing this new Crave, because one of them definitely beats out the other, and I can't be questioning my choices in tournament rounds. So Fission Rhythm first. Okay, so that flipped over. Usually that doesn't flip. Clearly I've beaten it into the point where it's starting to get a little bit more understable for me. So Crave, a little bit slower, but straighter. Yeah, that one just didn't get there, which sucks. That's not a good place to be over on the left. I also, in my tournament winnings, picked up this Undertaker, which, shame on me, I've never actually thrown before, so I don't know what it does, but I hear that I figured that they would be very understable. That's what I always thought of these anyways, but apparently they're not. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's not understable. Okay, well, we'll get up to the Rhythm since we threw that first and putter out. Okay, yeah, this is definitely where you don't want to be. Off to the right here, there is no path over, so up and over we go. Let it float on down. Okay, and that should be an easy 3. That didn't go far enough. All right, both would have been 3s, but we'll take it. We'll take it. And we'll just go ahead and do that. Hole 4, 240 feet, dogleg right. There's a little field goal post of a tree branch up there. It's one of my least favorite holes on the course. It always seems to be the one that they put the CTP on during tournaments, and I've never even come close because my forehand has just been notoriously trash. So we're gonna try to fix that. Like I said, I picked up the Zeus. That Undertaker seems to be way more overstable than I expected. So we're going to, this is the Scorch. This is the Undertaker. We're gonna flick all of these up there and see if we can't figure something out here. I'm thinking the Scorch first, just so that we can get some distance on it. If bugs would stop flying into my eyes, that would be great. All right. Yeah, that's the tendency right there. Releasing it off to the left. I don't know why I can't seem to just flick something up high into the left. It just never comes out of my hands that way. So that was better, but it's really short. It's only 240 feet. I feel like I should be able to get a sidearm there, but okay. And there's that tree. So the Undertaker felt really good. But here's the problem, is I have a detour and I have an uplink that I can just throw on a little bit of anhyzer. and bam, we're under the basket. So maybe I don't need to work on the sidearm. That was a little early, but you get the point. All right, so this seems to be where everything seems to have funneled into. I think that's the Undertaker and the Zeus. Where is the Scorch, though? Well, unfortunately, I found the Scorch, and it is not where you want to be. Go figure. New zone. Just going to go ahead and, kind of similar to the last hole, throw it up and over the top and hope for the best. Okay. Yeah, we dropped down. That should be another par for the books. All right. So that detour must have come straight past the basket and ended up over here. So yet again, Mark went up for the just throw a understable mid instead of trying to get a forehand where you can't get it. All right, easy, kind of easy. So that's another par. Still one under. Still not bad. I think we're actually a little bit further ahead, one under than the first video, but we'll see how that changes because here comes the actual long tees. All right, here we are, hole 5, the start of the actual long tee portion of the video here. None of these you're going to be able to actually see the basket on, so that kind of sucks. But this one, dogleg left, early left, and then straight ahead. I'm going to go ahead and throw this Halo Firebird just so that we are sure it's not going to turn right. We're going to go left around the corner, pitch up, probably take a par. That's fine here. Big skip. Hopefully that skipped a little bit more towards the basket, not off to the left. But we'll see when we get up there. All right, probably best case scenario here. Dead center of the fairway. Can't complain about that. The more that I think about it, the more that I'm thinking that that's probably a flex forehand line. Or that's going to be the only way that people are going to get much closer than this. But I don't have that shot. So a little easy hyzer shot it is. All right, nice and up there. Give a little more. Almost. Okay, we'll go tap that up for another par. Again, pars on any of these long holes is a great thing. So let's hope we can keep that up. Yet another tap in for par. Hole 6, 337 feet. This is where things start to get tricky. It looks really simple. Dead straight ahead down the hill. What's easier than that? But this long pad takes that easy pad and really just shows what it is made of. So I'm kind of thinking that the detour is going to be a good straight flyer. We got a little bit of a tailwind, so hopefully this will just flip up and ride a little straight for us down there, as long as we make it through the fairway. That's the goal here, just through the fairway. Oh, it flipped in a tailwind. Interesting. Bounce down. We're in the fairway, so one of 2 goals accomplished. I also did pick up this, I don't know what plastic this is, but this Luna. It feels so comfortable in my hand that I have to try it out and really hope that it works out because it's so comfortable. Okay, it's more overstable than I remember the Lunas being, but it did get a nice flip up and ride, so I can see that being very useful on a couple of shots out here. All right, like I said, kick down into the fairway. Hard to complain about that, especially with how rough either side of this fairway is. So the A3, toss it up there, let it coast, let it float down. A little too much hyzer on it. That's fine. We should be able to make that. Correct. And that's what we were looking for. Okay. Tap it in. Hope to stay. 1 under still. I'm seeing a trend here. All right. Definitely not a guaranteed. Not a guaranteed 3. But it should be. Yeah. Okay. So yet another par. These are all par 3s. Some of them I feel like should not be, but that's not for me to decide. So off to hole 7. Okay, hole 7. 369 feet. You can see the problem with this hole. There's a glaring problem directly in front of me that really makes this hole the hardest hole from the longs. In the last video, I said that it was hole 16 that was the hardest hole in the course. But if you're playing the longs, this one is by far the hardest. If you can take a 3 here, you're probably getting at least 1 stroke on the entire rest of the field. I've seen people take 6s, 7s, 8s. I've seen people DNF because of this hole. So we're just going to try. We're going to get this Luna, toss it off on the left, hopefully let it coast down a little bit to the right, get it past the short pad, and lay it up, hopefully take the 3. And, well, here's hoping we don't hit that giant tree directly in the middle. Okay, that's as good as I could have thrown it. You can probably take a little flex forehand around the right side if you have that in your bag. I unfortunately do not. So we're going to go see where that is. Okay, as good as I can ever hope to throw this hole. We are still about 100 feet out, but off of a 369-foot hole with a Luna, I'll take that any day of the week. So, like I said, best case scenario, we throw it in. Worst case, we lay it up under the basket and we take our 3. And we're just gonna, set it right up there. Let's give it a run just for fun. Okay, hit the bottom of the basket. We go take the 3. Oh, that makes me so happy. All right, so the run, obviously, it was a run. It went a little too far, but nice little layup. Tap in, take the 3, get out of here, because you're not taking a 3 on this hole the majority of the rounds you play here. Hole 8, 338 feet, dead ahead, and then doglegging to the right at the very end. So naturally, they've taken 2 of the easiest holes on the course, 7 and 8, and made them into 2 of the hardest holes on the course. Because, I mean, what are we looking at here? We got a 20-foot gap all the way down the fairway. Your only real hope here is either, again, tossing something a little understable and just laying up to the top of that hill, hoping you get through everything, or throwing the forehand if you've got something straight and long enough that'll hopefully end off to the right. Still not guaranteeing any sort of 2 if you go over there, but naturally my play is just throw it as straight as I can. Oh, go left. All right, not the greatest. We're down there. We should be able to pitch around. Just for curiosity's sake, I am going to go ahead and throw this Undertaker on a little forehand line because it seemed like earlier it did hold for a little while, uh, and we're just going to test it out because why not? Okay, burned it over a little bit. What else could we throw here? I really want to see if I can't get something at least down there. So we'll give the Scorch a shot too. Oh, also burn that one over. Okay, we're done. We got to go find those. Okay, we finally got all those discs back. Not really much from here. This kind of sucks. So I'm thinking we're just gonna take a very uncomfortable, choppy forehand, try to get it through that gap with this zone, and let it kind of slide up. A little high. Okay. We got down there. We'll see where we actually ended up here in a couple seconds. Okay, we left ourselves a little bit of a tester here. And that's just fine. Just fine. Okay, doesn't matter. Made the first one. Keeping that par streak alive and well. Okay, hole 9. We're through the long tees, back to good old normal tee positions. 266 feet, straight through the gap, off to the right. Previously, I've been trying to just flick something up and around the corner. That has been doing well for me. Shanked it pretty good at my tournament. Then I decided, hey, I've got a putter that glides forever and also goes right. Let's rip that down there. And it seemed to do the trick just fine. Got like my first 2 on this hole ever. And that's what I'm going to be doing from here on out on this hole. Okay, so it didn't glide forever. We stopped about, I'd say, I don't know, 50, 55 feet short, which is fine, especially for new fractal PA3s. Hell yeah. Not into a headwind though. Certainly not into a headwind. So we'll go tap that in, continue the par streak. Again, 1 under par is just fine out here from the longs. Okay, on to the back 9. Hole 10 from the longs is 393 feet. Dead ahead, up and over the hill, back down the hill. I usually want to flex something over and kind of let it coast back. So we're going to give this Octane a rip at it. We got a little bit of a tailwind, so I'm going to have to let this go pretty flat to let it go over to the right, but hopefully we get it. Not quite. It didn't flex that much, which kind of sucks, but probably should have thrown my Fission Wave, wherever that is. Somewhere in here. Here we go. Wrong spot. Because this one will a little bit more reliably flip over for me, especially if I give it the height. Which I did not. That's fine. We'll go find that Octane and see where it puts us. All right, so we ended up in this kind of awkward position here. We can go out to the left. We might be able to just toss something over here. Chances are it's not going in, but never say never. If you give it enough height and enough hopes and dreams, Anything is possible. Too many hopes, not enough dreams. Okay, so again, lay that up. Definitely didn't run it on purpose. Go put that in for 3, and we're still 1 down. Fun little through the trees. Yeah. Okay, hole 11, 315 feet. It's so easy from the shorts. It is not going to be so easy from the longs. Up the hill, straight ahead. Only worry is getting it high enough up there to let it get over the hill. Anything up there is pretty good. So fission rhythm, we got a little bit of a headwind now. Interesting. We'll still give it a rip, see where we can get it up there. And it flipped a little bit, and a kick right. That's fine, I think. I don't know for sure, but what I do know is I really want to give, where she be, where is my disc? That octane, a rip at it too, because I feel like if I put it flat and I put it high enough, it should be perfect. Oh, that flipped over a little bit too. Well, at least they're both in the same spot. They'll be easy to find. We'll see you out there. Okay, so the rhythm ended up being not so bad. Another kind of scramble pitch out with the zone. Oh, and I hit the tree. Okay, well, we're gonna have to make a putt if we want to stay 1 under. That kind of sucks. Okay, so sadly, sorry, thought I had a tick on my hat. We left ourselves with another 60-footer or so to save the par. And we just didn't give it enough. I feel like these PA3s, they're just not as glidey as the pixels I was putting with beforehand, which is probably what's contributing to me leaving a bunch of these longer putts short. Because I do like to just kind of float them. That was still short too. All right, well, that puts us back down to even, which, not the worst thing in the world. We can certainly still get a couple of birdies here and there coming up. We are. And unfortunately, that is the first, well, I guess fortunately, first bogey of the day. All right, hole 12, 306 feet. Way downhill and to the right. I've never actually found a good way to get down there and leave myself with a chance for a birdie here. So we're going to try a couple of things and maybe figure something out for future tournaments here. We'll give the spin a shot as well as the Firebird, backhand and a forehand option. Hopefully we can just kind of let this float on down and it'll cut hard enough. Oh, if it didn't hit that tree, I think it would have been great. Okay, well, that's usually where I end up landing. So high, we're going to try to actually put this high here and let this crash down. Okay. Oh, that sounds like it might be close. Maybe I should lean on that. Let's go find out. Okay, getting down here. The Firebird is up. It looks like it hit that tree and stopped, which would be in a pretty decent position, at least to give it a run. I'm still thinking that the backhand turnover and just letting it kind of float down is going to be the play. It also helps if you don't kneel down directly on a thorn. So once again, zone, trying to pitch out. Okay. Yeah. All right. That should be a pretty simple putt for the par. No, it turns out I'm woefully unable to look and see distances today. So we left ourselves quite a bit short. But this is a putt that I need to work on. Just a touch of Annie, get him to go straight. So close, man. Again, they're just, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to try out a couple rounds with the Pixels and with the PA3s together and see what's working best, because they just don't seem to be getting far enough on these dry or putts. And in for another bogey. Well, would you look at this? Another super tight fairway that lines up pretty well for the flex forehand. I'm beginning to feel like that is a shot that I'm going to have to work on real hard over the next couple months to develop a little bit. This is hole 13, 231 feet. I don't know if you can see it up there or not. It's up there to the left on top of the hill that is in a perfect position for you to hit any of those trees and roll back down. So we'll see. The forehand's feeling a little better throughout the round, but not reliable. That's the problem. And there's the roll. All right. Let's see if we can't crank. What could we throw up there? Detour? Kind of like the detour. Just to get it straight through the gap and hopefully land softly on the hill. Never mind. We're going to cut that part out. We'll go find that and get on with it. Okay, not exactly where we want to be. What do we got here? Oh, another zone upshot. Hopefully not leaving it extremely short this time. Okay, you got it. Sit and stay. All right, cool. Well, that saves us a 3 at least. I guess we'll take that and get on to the next. All right. Yeah, we'll just double putt. Hell yeah. All right, hole 14. I'm back. I did take a 4 on this at the tournament. The second round anyways, which is really unfortunate because I shot a 9 under at that tournament, and taking a 3 here would have put me right at that 10 mark, which was really nice, but I still won the tournament by like 8 strokes, so it's hard to complain. Anyways, what did I say, 269, up and around the corner to the right. I'm trying to switch that A2 in my bag out for a zone, just to see how it feels, and this will be a really good tester. Yeah. Okay. It's not going as far as the A2. Interesting. That's maybe something that I'm going to have to consider, because this shot is like ideal for the A2. Or apparently a Halo Thunderbird. That'll work too. Okay, of all places to land, this is not the worst. I saw it rolling, and I was very worried it was going to go down into that crap, but we're going to give this Luna a shot, see how we do with it with upshots instead of off the tee. Okay, a little floaty. That's not great. Yeah, this is, bye-bye. Oh, That's why I hate this. That's why I hate this hole right there. Okay, not a great look for to try and save the par, but a little uphill. Should just be able to toss it right in. It's always left. It's always left. All right, well, that's going to put us, I guess I should put with that. That's going to put us one over par, unfortunately. And I don't think that we've got many more holes to really birdie. 15. No, 15 and 18. Those are our last two chances to get back to par. Also had to do this because, oh, this squirrel is just having a nice break. I get it, bud. It's a little toasty out here. All right, on to hole 15, 289 feet. Downhill off to the left. You guys are a little bit further back there because as you can kind of see, there's not really a good place to put any sort of camera. Not going to be able to see the basket anyways. So Luna going down there on a little bit of hyzer, hoping that it just kind of floats down. And I'd really like to take a 2 so that we can get back down to at least even for the round. Okay, we're down there. We're gonna have about a 20-footer to see if we can't pick up a birdie here. Okay, well, we made it all the way down here, so that's step one. Now we just got to make a putt, which hasn't been feeling awful, but certainly haven't been making any memorable putts. I'm just gonna flip this one up. Okay. Whew, all right, could have been that second one. That's fine. Puts us back to even par so far, and 16, 17, 18 left to go. Maybe we can get one more birdie under our belt. All right, hole 16, 323 feet. Dogleg off to the right. Throw something high and let it fade, or high and understable. Let it fade off to the right and maybe get a little bit of a comeback towards the end to get you a little extra distance. What am I going to throw here? The rhythm? Rhythm's been doing pretty good for me. And it's getting a little bit flippier, which makes the shot a little bit easier. So high and to the right, narrow gap. And we hit that. Man, that's not looking good. Okay, well, I was told that if you really want to do this hole easy, it's a flick roller. Now, I never throw flick rollers. I don't know that I ever have. But we're going to give it a shot anyways. Okay, it may be a flick roller, but it's not my flick roller. Okay. We left ourselves a lot to be desired here. But if I can manage to throw something very flippy and get it to kind of flip up and ride straight, I might be able to put it under the basket. Alternatively, maybe I should just do the big turnover. Let's do the big turnover. Why not? What do we got that we can turn over? Haven't thrown the Eagle Envy yet today, so let's see what it can do. Maybe. Okay, we're down there for a putt. Now I kind of want to see if I could have gotten this Luna through here. Yeah, but unless it hits that tree. No. Okay, looks like big turnover was the way to go. Let's go see if we can make a putt. All right, I am going to try giving the PA3s a break here. We'll go with the spin and see if we can't float her up. Nope. Okay, well, sucks, but now we're back to 1 over par. Yay. Okay, hole 17. Straight and then right. Another ideal forehand hole. Really gonna have to figure that out one of these days. I assume we're just gonna take this fission wave and we're gonna put it up as high as we can. Hopefully it turns right. It's 312 feet. We should be able to, but it is massively uphill. The tee also doesn't really point in a good direction for it, but we'll see what we can do. Flip a little more. We're at the top of the hill, the top corner. I almost wonder, that rhythm has been pretty... No, we got a tailwind. What am I doing? Vision crave. Flat. High. Yeah, right about the same spot. Just a little higher. All right, that's... Okay, that's an easy pitch in and par, hopefully. Okay, we're gonna put the phone on the line here because, well, I'm on the side of this hill and there's no way for me to put the tripod up here. So I'm just gonna hope that I don't hit you guys with this zone. But we did end up right at this corner, so should be able to just pitch her up. That zone, it's not... I put it in the bag just to try it out. It is, I think it's immediately coming back out of the bag after this. It's probably just me. It is just me because people love the zone. But I should be able to just do that. Anyways, now we got a putt. Now we got a putt for par that we hopefully make, because I really don't want to be anything over... Oh, geez, I see where it is. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. All right. We're going catch cam again. Oh, why'd you have to slide so far? All right, man. That would have been great if I would have actually saved it. But no, that was Mr. Player 2. All right, here we are, hole 18, 288 feet, last hole. As of now, we're +2. That sucks. It's fine. It's fine. It's a tough course, especially from the longs. Straight up here, off to the right. 288 feet though. I'm taking the detour and just let it set in the middle of the fairway, hopefully. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, we'll be looking right at it. Maybe we can actually make that putt, because we'll show you what would happen if I was to try my forehand, because this is what I would love to do. This is what I would love to have in the bag, but I don't. Okay, it was it was a good line, but it was like 60 feet short. So let's go see how the detour ended up. All right, a little bit of a uphill putt. See if we can't finish off with a birdie. Come on, PA3s. I know you can do it because you did it for me all weekend long. But not today. Not today. All right, well, it is what it is. Tough course from the longs. Okay. Okay, so I've been sitting down editing the video and realizing that I didn't actually film any sort of outro. Say hi to Lola. This is one of our many dogs at home. It was a tough round. Rolling hills, 18 holes. Even if they've only got a couple of long tees, half the holes have long tees on them. Really tough. Ended up 2 over par, I think was the end of it. I guess I should verify that before I actually do this. But anyways, I just wanted to pop in and say thank you for watching. And if you do enjoy the content, feel free to like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. I'm just now starting to take playing a little bit more seriously. I've been playing since 2006, so many years now. But now I'm kind of playing more tournaments more seriously, trying to get my rating as high as I can so that I can maybe play at some bigger tournaments here and there. But yeah, I'm planning on making a bunch more content like this, and if you do like it, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, that should do it. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.